Good day, driver. So today I'm going to show you how to do a emergency brake on your car. So what you want to do, if you got an all-wheel drive, it's best for you to jack up the middle of the rear differential to do the both side of the emergency brakes. Or sometime if you're doing one and you forget how to, replace the parts, you could look back on the other side to see correctly how it's done. But this is what I do, whether you have a car or an all-wheel drive Jeep. Next thing, the emergency brake is very important. Remember, this got to stay down for you to remove the emergency drum or whatever you call it to do the emergency brake. So always remember, this always got to be down. Once you remove the tire, remember put the tire underneath the frame itself for safety. You're going to need something to sit on just for you to feel comfortable. You don't want to be on your knee because sometimes it can make you feel uncomfortable. So you want to make sure you get something to sit. So what you want to do, you want to take off your regular brakes caliper first. And you don't have to take off these two screws. You just take off one, you bend it, and then you pull it out like this. Then you rise it and put it somewhere else. That's it. Don't leave it hanging. So okay, sometime, as I said before, usually once it breaks, like there's the emergency brakes inside of this drum right here, right? It's not originally a drum brakes, but it's set as similar to a drum brakes. Usually if the emergency brake is up, I'm gonna show you right now. See, it's easily spin. Once the emergency brake is up, it's not gonna spin, or you can't take it off easily. There's a screw also behind it. If it's all to come off, you gotta go and take your time to clockwise or interclockwise the screw for it to release. So right now, I'm just gonna pull off this one easily. See, that's how it is. And that's how it looked like. This is the emergency brakes you're looking at right now. So what you want to do, you want to match up the brakes itself. You're gonna look at the same way design over here, and there's a screw right on top of this brakes to the side. It's the same way you gotta look. As you can see, that's how it is. Okay, you gotta make sure everything is matched right up. So what I usually do, I usually get a pliers like this, or one of these tools. Or you could use a special tool you have. This is more easier for me. And I just try to grip it real tight, because it's very tensiony, and try to pull it over. See? And just take your time, hold it, because remember you don't want to let everything all over the place. Okay? Same thing with the other top screw. You want to hold it. You want to make sure you grip it and try to brace it over. And take your time. Don't let it go because it's tension. So right here, you call it the retainer spring to keep the e-brakes in. So you're definitely gonna need this tool because you don't want to make it too difficult for you. And then you're gonna press right here, and then you twist it like that. Then you twist it. You gotta hold it. Let's see. So this one is not working good. Okay, so to take it off, I'm just gonna use this. So I think it's best. It's easy to spin with the pliers. So I'm gonna use the pliers. Press it down a little bit and twist it. You want to make sure it line up properly. Because remember, this is tension also. So you want to hold it down, twist. Or you want to hold also. If you're not gonna work, you want to hold the nail itself and spin it. Make sure it's straight. Okay, and that's how you take it off. Remember, you don't want to release these guys too much tension and everything and all over the place. put this down. You want to do the same thing to the other side. You want to hold it and spin it. Okay. If it's not spin, you gotta take time, play with it. You want to hold the outside of it, try to push it down and spin it little by little bit. If it have a hard time to get off, I'll just use some brake cleaner and spray it up. Alright, so sometimes you have a little hard time to come off, but you gotta play with it until you get it off, or you could use the proper tool for it. Sometimes the proper tool can have a little hard time to get it off too, but the pliers to me like this is better. So once you get the tool retainer screw off, now I'm gonna take my time and try to remove it, but you gotta do it slowly. Okay. And you gotta pay attention because a couple stuff gonna fall off, so you gotta look inside. There's a couple stuff gonna fall off, so you gotta pay attention. Like this right here is very important. As you can see, this was like this. Okay, so just as how it is, you gotta put it down in the same way. Okay. Now I gotta take my time, remove it off slowly. And you just gotta watch for everything. Make sure you don't miss nothing. Okay. You're gonna make it hang for a little bit. Now you gotta pay attention to it, and you gotta look how it's set up. You don't want to make no mistake. That's how it is right now. You gotta make sure pay attention to it. Okay. This is the adjustable screw, so you also want to make sure this is in the right, location where it was before. Okay. You want to take your new emergency brakes and line it up with this before you move anything. Okay. You want to put this to the side, just as how it is. The next one, you got to make sure it matched up with this one also. You want to also put this to the side too. Okay. You're gonna need a brush like this to clean around the brakes. Clean it up, clean all the rust around it, and make sure everything is clean. Just keep cleaning until all the rust come off. After you clean it up, you want to use a brake cleaner and spray it. There's a screwdriver. You're gonna need a flat screwdriver for this one. There's a spring right here. You could just take your time and take it out. Sometimes you don't have to use a screwdriver. Okay. But also remember this, pay attention, this is on top there. You're gonna take your time and remove that. So just in case you see if it fell off, remember this gotta go with the new one. You don't want to make no mistake. Okay. You're gonna line up with the new one. This is very important. You want to take this off slowly, but remember you gotta check it. You want to make sure if any grease inside, you can put grease if you don't see any grease. You also want to make sure this is greased up. Make sure this is moving, because this is also adjustable. The more the brake go down, the more it go down. Okay, that's the adjustable. You need to take off this to put on your new e-brakes. So you gotta get a flat screwdriver and just prise it between right here. Take your time, prise it, make it open, then you get the pliers and just take it off. So this can be very hard to come out, so what you gotta do, you gotta prise it out first, Then something you gotta try to at least try to knock it from the front. Once you get it knocked, then you gotta use the screwdriver again to hold it, and then bring it out. Bring it slowly out like that. Okay, and then you do this. Okay, that's how it is. So okay, so once you get it off, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your time, rack it off like that. Take this piece off slowly. See that piece fly over there? You gotta get back that washer. So you gotta hold it like this. So as you can see, we gotta follow the pattern. As you can see, this iron piece gotta match up with this. Okay, so the old one, you don't take it out. You gotta put back this just as how you take it. Just take it off. All right, like that. Then make sure you put on your washer. Okay, and then we're gonna put back the retainer. You're gonna put back this, the protector. If you have a hard time, remember, try to knock it in. You wanna knock it all the way in till it go all the way in. Just keep knock it. All right, till it go all the way in. Then you're gonna use your pliers and tighten the outside. Okay. So once you get it on, this is how it's gonna look like. You're gonna make sure it line up. You're gonna go around just like that, line up. But the next thing we're gonna do is put in our retainer screw. What we're gonna do first, we're gonna make sure this spring, where you're seeing right now, attached to the other side of the e-brakes, and then it's gonna be like this, coming through this section here like that. Okay. So this is what it look like. You just make sure it look like this, spring behind it. That's when you tighten this. Still have the tension right here, the spring and the adjustable. You're gonna take your time. Sometimes you're gonna give you a hard time, but just gotta take your time slowly. Go all the way up. And just make it hold right there for now. So once you get the spring through, I mean you nail through the e-brakes hole, you want to put the retainer screw on. So this is when you're gonna need this tool. Once you're gonna put back the retainer screw, you want to line it up and you want to push it all the way down and spin it like this. Okay, so you push the retainer screw down, I mean the retainer spring, and spin it to lock the nail inside. Because you cannot use a pliers for this one, because the top of the whatever gonna keep falling off. So you need this tool. Okay. To hold the retainer screw or the retainer top of this, when it's on the top of the spring, you want to rest it right behind this bracket right here on the emergency brakes to hold it. Okay. So after you finish put this other retainer screw, now we're gonna put the parts like this one. Okay. So you want to kind of force this one right behind here. This is for the to hold the brakes together. All right. Once you do that, you just lock back in this one like that one, like that. Oh, this is important. Don't forget this. This go right over here. Always make sure you got all the spring correctly. Okay. Just like that. Actually right on the other side like this. The part that it fits stable, that's where it go. All right. Now you're gonna put back your screws for the tension. I mean not screws, I mean the springs. So for these you need this special tool for the springs, but usually I just use the pliers because I'm more used to the pliers, but this is what you really need to bring back the screw over for more safety. Okay. This is how you use it. You gotta use the circle part to hold this top right here, and then you try to bring it. You gotta take your time and just bring it right over. So once you get the screw, the spring over the top, all you gotta do is just make sure freed up a little bit, make sure it's freed up, and then you put on the rotor. Also, you can also test your emergency brake. And make sure it's good. So if you have a hard time put on the rotor, you want to make sure adjust the adjustable in the bottom. Okay, all the way down until the rotor is good to put on. Okay, so once you get the rotor on, you want to make sure you spin it. Make sure you can spin like this. If you can't spin, you got to take it off back and adjust it. All right, and then you just put on your brakes, and that's it. Okay, so if you like the video, you could just share it up. All right, have a good day.